Session of economics class today, and listen carefully. And today we are moving towards the last and final chapter from our textbook. Okay, it is index numbers. Index numbers. Elvina, yesterday we completed one chapter. Okay, the 25% of the chapter correlation, and the last chapter use of statistical tools. The students also not attend the class, just to observe the recorded class. If any doubts are there, means you can ask me directly. Okay. So those who are absent, for whom I'm informing you, if any troubles are there, means we can solve those problems with the mutual consent and a discussion. Okay. So listen carefully. We are going for the last one. The index numbers. Just turn on your textbook. Open your textbook. Okay. So here it is. Index numbers. Index numbers. So far, we studied about from different data sets, we are creating a single number to express that, right? Right or not? Okay, so if it is mean, median, mode, or correlation, whatever it is, from a whole data, we are going to create, or we created a single number, okay, that is able to express the entire data set. Clear? Okay, now here it is just the opposite of that. Clear? From one single data, we are creating entire information about the thing that what happened in the past. Clear? So just observe here carefully. So studying this chapter should enable you to understand the meaning of the term index numbers. What do you mean by the term index numbers? Next one, become familiar with the use of some widely used index numbers. Widely used index numbers. You want to become familiar with that. Calculate an index number. Different methods to calculate an index number. Next one, appreciates its limitation. So number of limitations are there for this index number, and at the same time uses also are there. Okay, we want to observe it carefully in this class. Next one, we are moving directly to the introduction of this chapter. You have learned in the previous chapters how summary measures can be obtained from mass of data. We discussed that, right? Okay, summary data from a mass of data like arithmetic mean, median, mode, correlation data, like that. Okay, we created it. Now we will learn how to obtain summary measures of change in a group of related variables. Now it is just opposite of that. Now you will learn how to obtain a summary measures of change in a group of related variables. Okay, example, here Rabi goes to market after a long gap. This is just a case study. Long gap. Okay. He finds that the prices of most commodities have changed in the market. Some items have become costlier. Okay. Price of some items increased, while others have become cheaper. Some products become cheaper. The price decreased. On his return from the market, he tells his father about the change in price of each and every item he bought from the market. It is bewildering to both, surprised both of them, the father and the son. Here, what happens? Price of some commodities increased after a long gap, and the price of some commodities decreased. Can anyone tell me what is the reason behind this? Why prices of the commodities are increasing and why prices of the commodities are decreasing? What are the reasons behind that? Elvina, Hanna, Ashish, Amal, Shubham, Anjo, turn on your cameras please. Annette, Basil, yeah, tell me. So after a long gap, Rabbi visited the market and he purchased some items, and he came to know that price of some commodities increased, the same time price of some commodities are decreased. Aditya, tell me why price of the commodities are increased? Price of some commodities only increased. Why? What is the reason behind that?
It is because the goods were not that much available at that time.
Then? So we can say various reasons for the increase in the price there. Maybe demand for the commodities increased, population increased, clear or not? Supply decreased, scarcity of the resource. Like there various reasons are there. Maybe trend or season changed. Okay. One thing. Next one, what are the reasons behind the decrease in price in the commodity? The same reasons, right or not? The same reasons, clear? But here, demand decreased, supply increased. That is the only difference we can say. Okay, because of these reasons, a thing happened in the market, price changed. For example, I can say that some commodities, example, my grandmother's marriage, okay, she used to say that she bought, or her parents bought gold for 1 sovereign, I mean for 8 grams. Okay, we'll say pavan in Malayalam, right? So for that 1 sovereign gold, worth rupees 12. Okay, they bought 1 sovereign gold for 12 rupees, right? Clear or not? So you want to understand the gap. Okay, the gap is there for the period, their time. Okay, before 50 to 55 years back. Clear? Or 60, 65 years back. It is not 55, 65 years back, I think so. Okay, so just remember that. Clear? And for my mother's marriage, it is nearly 430 rupees for 1 sovereign gold. Okay, 8 grams. Clear? And for my sister's marriage, is nearly 15,500 rupees before 12 years. Clear or not? But now the cost is, what is the cost now? It is nearly 39,000 rupees per sovereign, right? 12 to 420, I mean 430 to 15,500, that to 39,000 here. The price of that commodity is increasing, right? Yes or no? Clear? Clear or not? So that same time we want to understand one thing, not only the price of the gold, the number of products, price also increased. So the price of gold, it was 12 rupees. They are able to purchase one total entire sack of rice for 1 rupee or something like that. Clear or not? Okay, so that difference is there. Okay, so we want to understand how these kind of things happen. Here, the industrial sector consists of many subsectors. We know that. Industrial sector consists of many subsectors. Each of them is changing. Every day the changes we are able to observe. The output of some subsectors are rising. Output of some subsectors in the industry, it is rising. Okay, the output of some subsectors are rising, while it is falling in some subsectors. Okay, in some subsectors, prices are increasing, and vice versa. The changes are not in uniform at all. Okay, the changes are not uniform. It is not accurate. We cannot say that one subsector's price increasing, the same time the same amount is decreasing in another subsectors. It is not possible. It is not uniform. So description of the individual rates of change will be difficult to understand. It is very difficult to calculate and understand the changes in different subsectors. Okay, so just keep that idea in your mind. Okay, the changes are not uniform. Description of the individual rates of change will be difficult to understand. Can a single figure summarize these changes? Okay, can we use a single figure to summarize these changes in the industrial sector there? Okay, we are observing that. Is that possible or not? Okay, here number of cases are mentioned in your textbook, number of case studies. Okay, for example, an industrial worker was earning a salary of 10,000. Okay, sorry, 1,000 in 1982. 1982, the salary is just 1,000 rupees for that individual. Okay, and coming to next, today, I mean the present day, his salary is or his earning is 12,000 rupees. The question is, can his standard of living be said to have risen 12 times during this period? Okay, in 1982 he received just rupees 1,000. Clear? And today 2021 his salary is 12,000 rupees, which means 12 times bigger. The income is 12 times bigger. So his standard of living also increased 12 times. Yes or no? What is your answer? Is that increased or not? Not at all, right? Why? Price of the commodities also increased. Clear? Price of the commodities also increased. So when I am studying in class 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, we bought pen for 1 rupee, 50 paise, 2 rupee maximum. Okay, the most costly pen, it is Reynolds for 5 rupees. Okay, the cost of that pen is 5 rupee, Reynolds pen 5 rupee. Okay, but one product is that is called a Poppins, you know. That then also 2 rupees, now also 2 rupees. Okay, so let it. So we bought the product for 150 or 2 rupees maximum, but the price of that commodity is today, that is increased to 10 rupees, right? Pen prices, that increased to 10 rupees. It is available for 5 rupee also, 2 rupee also, let it be. Okay, so just for understanding, I am speaking all these things there. Okay, the product prices from 1980 to 2021, a huge change we are able to observe. In relation, I already told you that in case of the, what we can say, gold. Okay, so 1942 it was nearly 450 rupees, but coming to 2021 it is 39,000 here. So differences is there. So we cannot say that standard of living of that person is increased 12 times. Cannot say like that. Only his income increased, but subsequently the price of the commodities also increased in the market. So we cannot say that his standard of living also increased by 12 times. Okay. Case 2. You must be reading about the Sensex. So this is from newspaper, right? Sensex in the newspaper. The Sensex crossing 8,000 points is indeed greeted with euphoria, means glad and surprise. When Sensex dipped 600 points recently, it eroded the investors' wealth by 15,36,000 and okay, 1,53,690 crores. What exactly is Sensex? So you know what is Sensex? Sensex. It is something related with the stock marketing. Number of people will invest their money in different companies. Okay. If Sensex increasing means the value of the stocks also increasing. Example, you bought a share of a company for just ₹100. As a relation with the Sensex increased, the price of the stock market increased of your company, so the price is increased to 100 to 150. So it's a profit for you, right? You bought that for 100 and now you are able to sell that for 150. Clear? So it's a surprise. It's a, what we can say, the people will become happy, or they will feel happy when the Sensex rate increasing or the stock rate increasing. The same time, sometimes it will dip, it will reduce, like it will go down. Okay, you bought that for 100 rupees, the next day you came to know that reduced to 50 rupees. So you lost 50% of your investment, right? Clear or not? Okay, so just understand that what is Sensex here. Okay, so the government says, case 3, the government says inflation rate will not accelerate due to the rise in the price of petroleum products. How does one measure inflation? So government says that petroleum price increased, that will not lead to inflation in the market. What is your answer? You know inflation. Okay, you want to use more money to purchase the products there. Obviously, the price of the commodities are increasing. That's what inflation, right? Clear or not? Price of the commodities will increase. We want to use more money. Okay. Today we are carrying money to purchase things in purse. After 10 to 20 years, the same money we have to carry in bags. That is the difference. Clear or not? So called to be inflation. Okay. Opposite is a deflation. Clear? So government says that the petroleum price increased, it will not create the inflation. We are unable to accept it. Anyway, the price of the petrol increasing, definitely it will lead to inflation. Okay, transportation cost will increase. Related with that, the cost of the products also will increase. Okay, these are some sample questions you confront in your daily life. A study of the index number help in analyzing these questions there. So we want to understand, or we want to learn the index numbers to analyze these questions there. Okay, so first of all, underline that. What is an index number? First question. So an index number is a statistical device for measuring changes in the magnitude of group of related variables. Okay, the index number is statistical device for measuring changes in the magnitude of a group of related variables. It represents the general trend of diverging ratios. Okay, moving in the different direction. Okay, from which it is calculated. It is a measure of the average change in the group of related variable over two different situations. Okay. Underline up to here. So that's the answer for the question. What is an index number? Okay. The comparison may be between like a category such as persons, schools, hospitals, etc. An index number also measures changes in the value of variables such as prices of specified list of commodities, volume of production in different sectors of an industry, production of various agricultural crops, cost of living, etc. Okay, so this many things we are able to analyze the difference. We are able to analyze the difference with a single number. This is basically termed as the index number. Okay, clear? different variables we are able to observe, we are able to analyze, okay, with a single number, that is called the index number. It's a statistical tool. Okay, so conventionally, index numbers are expressed in terms of percentage. So index numbers are expressing in terms of a percentage change in the price, percentage change in the quantity of the commodity, like that. Clear? So index numbers always express in percentage. Okay. Here conventionally index numbers are expressed in terms of percentage of the two periods. The period with which the comparison is to be made is known as the base period. Underline. What do you mean by the term base period? Okay. Example, we are comparing 2 years 1982 and 2021. So price in 1982 and the price in 2021 means the price in 1982 is considering as the base price. Clear? And the price in 2021 is considering as the price today. Okay. The value of the base period is given in the index number 100. If you want to know how much the price is changed in 2005 from the level of 1990, then 1990 become the base. The index number of any period is in the proportion with it. Thus, an index number of 250 indicates that the value of 2.5 times that of the base period. Okay, just observe here. So, in 2005, the price of the commodity is 250 rupees. Okay, but in 1990, it was just 100 rupees. So, we are able to understand a 2.5% of growth. Clear? 2.5% of the that commodities price increased for 2.5%. Okay, so that's what always we are using percentage to denote this index numbers. So price index numbers measure and permit comparison of the price of certain goods. Quantity index numbers measure the change in the physical volume of the production. Underline quantity index numbers. So price index numbers measures and permit comparison of the prices of the certain goods. That's called to be price index numbers related with the price of the commodity. Next one, quantity index numbers. Okay, measure the change in the physical volume of the production. Okay, it will discuss the change in the commodity produced. Construction or employment. Okay, so the physical volume of production, construction or employment. Though price index numbers are more widely used. Okay, a production index is also an important indicator of the level of output in the economy. Underline that. Production index. Production index is also an important indicator of the level of output in the economy. So we got some questions here. What is an index number? Okay, what is the base period? And what is price index number? What is quantity index number? And what is production index number? Production index number. Okay, so these are the major questions from this page number 108. Okay, so moving forward. Next one, next page. Construction of an index number. So I already told you that index numbers will express in percentage, right? Percentage. Okay, in the following section, the principles of constructing an index number will be illustrated through price index numbers. So we are using price index method to create that index number. Let us look at the following example. Calculation of a simple aggregative price index. Everyone just observe here example 1. Example 1. Here you can see commodity. 4 commodities are there. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 4 commodities A, B, C, D. Base period price, we don't know the year exactly, but base period is here, price is here, that is 2 for A, 5 for B, 4 for C and 2 for D. Current period price of the same commodity, it is increased. So price of the commodity A, that is increased from 2 to 4. Okay, in the table you are able to see here. Okay, the price of commodity A that increased from 2 to 4 in the present period. The base period price is 2 rupees and the current price is 4 rupees. Want to calculate the percentage change. Percentage change. Okay, base period price, what is that? Can anyone tell me what method we will use for it? Hello? You know how to calculate the percentages, right? Maths, you already studied that, right or not? Yes or no? Okay, here it is. So the calculation, okay. So basically you can see that price that increased from 2 to 4, by simple observation we are able to see that 100% is the change here. 100% is the change. Okay, so you can see current price it is 4, previous year price it is 2 into 100. Okay, so 2 minus, so 2, 4, 2 into 100, 200. Okay, so minus 100 is equal to 100. So 100% is the growth. Next one, okay, what is the next one? B, price of B that is increased from 5 rupees to 6 rupees. 5 rupees to 6 rupees. Okay, so what is that? 6 divided by 5 into 100, right? 20. So 120 minus 100. Again 20. So 20% is the growth. Clear? Clear or not? Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes.
Is the idea clear or not? So this is what the method to calculate the percentage. You know that in mathematics you already studied this. Okay. So next one. Okay, so we got it. Okay. So next we know that 5. 5 is the current price. 5. Base price is 4 into 100. Okay. 25. 125 minus 100. Again 25% is the growth. Right? Got 25. Clear? Okay. Next. Last. D. Current price it is 3. Base it is 2. Okay. Clear? 100. 50. 150 minus 100, again 50. 50% is the growth. Clear? Clear or not? Okay, so this is the method to find out the change of price in its percentage. Okay, so base period, the change that is considering as the current period, and you want to calculate the percentage change. Clear? Okay, so you got the commodity A's price is increased, doubled. Okay. Commodity B's price increased to 20%. Commodity C price increased to 25%. Commodity D price is increased to 50%. So these numbers indicate the change in price of the commodity. Simply it will say. We don't want any other data to understand there. Okay. The percentage change index number is 100% means, okay, the price is doubled. The price is doubled, right? Okay, here as you observe in the example, the percentage change are different for every commodity. If the percentage change were the same for all 4 items, a single measure would have been sufficient to describe the change. Okay, understand this area. As you observe in this example, the percentage change are different for every commodity. Okay, if the percentage change were the same for all 4 items, a single measure we are able to understand, right? Yes or no? Same changes are there for the commodity, a single measurement is enough. Okay, but here different values are there. However, the percentage change differ and reporting the percentage change for every item will be confusing. It happens when the number of commodities is large which is common if in any real market situation. A price index represents these changes by a single numerical measure. So it is not possible. So the prices of different commodities will change differently. Okay. There are 2 methods of constructing an index number. So we are going to use a single method to find out the entire change in the market, not for a single commodity but the entire change. So we are using 2 methods for that. There are 2 methods of constructing an index number. It can be computed by the aggregative method and by the method of averaging relatives. Underline that. 2 methods we are using to find out the index numbers. One is aggregative method. Next one is averaging relatives. Okay, we are moving to find out the aggregative method. Here the formula for simple aggregative price index, it is P01 is equal to sigma P1 divided by sigma P0 into 100. into 100. Okay, I already told you that, the method already, to find out the percentage. Here, where P1 and P0 indicate the price of the commodity in the current period and the base period respectively. Okay, so P1 is the current period and P0 is the base period value. Using the data from example 1, the simple aggregative price index is, okay, so we want to add all these data together. So P01 is equal to sigma P1 divided by sigma P0. Okay, so current price is P1 and base period price is P0. Clear? So current price period 4 plus 6 plus 5 plus 3. So 4 plus 6 plus 5 plus 3. Okay. Divided by sigma P0. That is 2 plus 5 plus 4 plus 2. 2 plus 5 plus 4 plus 2. Multiply by 100. Okay. So you got a number here. 138.5 minus 100. So 138.5. Okay. So what is the change here? You are able to find that, right? 38.5. 38.5. Okay. So you can see here. Here price is said to have risen by 38.5 percentage. 38.5 percentage. You got that calculation? Just calculate it, all of you. Just calculate and tell me the answer is correct or not. 4 plus 6, 10 plus 5, 15 plus 3, 18. Divided by 2 plus 5, 7 plus 4, 11 plus 2, 13. Multiply by 100. Check it. The answer is correct or not. Come on fast. Correct, Aparna? Amalaj, Basil, Grishma Joshi, Pavitra, Annette. Check it fast. Correct, Aditya?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine guys. Okay, so this is the method to find out. So it's called to be the simple aggregative method. Simple aggregative method to find out the changes in price. Okay, so no matter the prices of different commodities changing in different ways, but we are all together we are calculating that. All together we are calculating that. So we can say that the change, it is nearly 38.5% is the change in the price of the commodities. Okay, that is the difference from the base year to today. Base year to today. Okay, clear? Okay, so do you know that such an index is a limited use? But this method, it is always have a limited use because it will not say the individual measurements there. The reason is that the units of measurement of prices of various commodities are not the same. Clear? The change of the price, change in the price in different commodities are not same. So this method will not show the differences in prices for different commodities. Okay, because the relative importance of the items has not been properly reflected, underline. The items are treated as having equal importance or weight, but what happened in reality? In reality, the items purchased differ in order of importance. Okay, so in real life, we will purchase different products. So the entire change in the price will not affect that will not give a sense. Okay, so food items occupy a large proportion of our expenditure. In that case, an equal rise in the price of an item with large weight and that of an item with low weight will have different implications for the overall change in the price index. So we know that we are purchasing different products there. So from the market we are purchasing food items basically. So price in the changes in the price in electronic goods or petroleum products, clear, or gold, it will not make any change in the purchasing capacity or the idea of the individual consumer. Clear? The consumer cannot understand that basically. So basically the people will purchase food items. Okay, the change in price of other items will not reflect in that. Okay, the formula of, so we are using another method, it's called to be the formula of weighted aggregative price index. So we are going for another method, weighted aggregative price index. Weighted aggregative price index. For that, the formula is here. P01 is equal to sigma P1 Q0 divided by sigma P0 Q0 multiplied by 100. So this is a simple aggregative method. So we can use this one, but it will say the aggregate change, clear, will not reflect the change of a single product, or we are unable to find it. Okay, so we are using a weighted aggregative price index. Weighted aggregative price index. The equation for weighted aggregative price index is like this. P01 is equal to sigma P1 Q0 divided by sigma P0 Q0. P0 Q0 into 100. That is the equation to find out it. Clear? Okay, so an index number became a weighted index when the relative importance of items is taken care of. So we want to give importance for the relative changes of different commodities. Okay, so here is a caricature, you can see. Okay, in the base year, the person purchasing products that is able to fill the basket entirely. Clear or not? But he moving forward to another years, what is happening here? He is spending the same money, but the size of the basket and the product in the basket, it is decreasing, it is reducing. Okay, so we are discussing here. Here weights are quantity weights. To construct a weighted aggregative index, a well specified basket of commodities is taken and its worth each year is calculated. Okay, we are using a basket of goods, clear, and we will prepare a list of goods that include in that basket. Basically the most important products that are needed for a consumer, we will include it in that basket, and we will find out the change of that particular basket. In this measure the changing value of the fixed aggregate of goods. So always a fixed goods are there in that bag or in that basket. Since the total value changes with the fixed basket, the changes is due to price change. Various methods of calculating a weighted aggregative index are used. A weighted aggregative index use different baskets with respect to time. So different baskets are here. So in different years, the price and the commodities inside the basket will change. Basically, it's a quantity changing. Okay, clear or not? So today we are able to purchase 1 kilogram of rice with 50 rupees. After 2-3 years it will increase to 60 rupees, right or not? Clear? Price of the commodity will increase to 60 rupees, but what is the problem? We only have 50 rupees to spend. So the quantity purchase will reduce, right? Yes or no? So today for 50 rupees we are purchasing 1 kilogram of rice. After 5 years the price is increased to 100 rupees. So we will purchase only half kilo. Clear? Understanding or not? The commodity is remaining there, but its quantity is reduced. So calculation of weighted aggregative price index here. So 4 commodities are here. So base price and quantity is provided in the question. Base price is there, base quantity also is there. Okay, so base price is 2 rupees and the quantity purchased is 10. Next one, current, that is price increased to 4, the quantity purchased it is reduced to 5. Understand what I told? Clear or not? Price increased, price doubled, so quantity purchased reduced to 50%. So next one, price B commodity, it is 5, quantity purchased that is 12 in the base period, but currently the price increased to 6, related with that quantity purchased is reduced to 10. Clear? Okay, next case C, price of the commodity is 4 and the quantity purchased is 20, and today the price increased to 5, so quantity purchased that reduced to 15. Next case D, price in the base year it is 2, okay, and the quantity purchased in the base year it is 15, and today the price increased to 3, quantity purchased reduced to 10. Are you able to understand the idea? What is that? So we want to purchase the product, but price of the commodity is increasing. As a result of that, we are forced to reduce the commodity that what we are purchasing from the market. Here idea is what is that? When price increases, demand for the commodity, what will happen to the demand for the commodity? Price increases, it will decreases. That is the idea here. Alright. So just to keep that idea in your mind. Okay. Now the equation is here. That is P01 is equal to sigma P1 Q0 divided by sigma P0 Q0 multiply with 100. Okay. Clear? So do it. Here 4 into again sigma P1 Q0. P1 Q0. So P1 Q0. Sigma P1 Q0. You can see here. P1 is 4, correct, and Q0 is 10, right here, plus, next, 6 price, and earlier, base period, quantity purchase is 12, 520, 520, 315, 315, got it. Okay, now divided by P0, Q0, okay, P0, Q0, 210, 2 into 10, 5 into 12, 4 into 20, 2 into 15. Okay, got it? Got it? Okay, now calculate all those together, multiply by 100. So we'll get a number here. It is 135.3. 135.3. So the change of price in that basket is nearly 35.3. 35.3% is the change. Okay, the price index is our weighted price index is 35.3. Okay, that much percentage change in the price, that much price increased. Is that idea clear or not? Just calculate that all together and tell me the answer is correct or not. Correct it. The method uses the base period quantities as weights. A weighted aggregative price index using base period quantities as weights is also known as last pairs price index. Underline that. Last pairs price index. Underline. It provides an explanation of the question that if the expenditure on base period basket of commodities was rupees 100, how much should be the expenditure in the current period on the same basket of commodities? As you can see here, the value of base period quantities has risen by 35.3% due to price rise. Using base period quantities as weights, the price is said to have risen by 35.3%. Okay, so up to here. We'll continue in the next class. Okay, everyone. Thank you. Just observe it clearly. We'll be in the next class.